Hello and welcome back to the Karla Eli Show. I'm your host, Karla Eli, and I'm here to guide women towards wisdom so that they may unlock a life of abundance by mastering the feminine balance. Dang, that's a mouthful, but I'm getting used to it because I mean every single word. Every time I say that, I mean every single part of it. I'm referring to you unlocking your next level, you um really mastering femininity. And actually, I'm super excited for today's topic because it's one of the first conversations I think I've ever had with TikTok. So we're going to be talking about stepping into the high value woman energy. And it's actually what I titled a couple of my courses previously as well. It's like becoming that high value woman. How do we do that? And now that I have multiple years of experience diving into this subject, this energy, this lifestyle, I am really happy to be incorporating also God's wisdom and God's word, his scripture. But without further ado, let's get into it. I appreciate all of you so much for your support. Thank you for getting me excited to have these lectures because truly, truly, I love it. So let's get into today's Wednesday Wisdom with Karla. I think I have to make a disclaimer. If at some point you hear my dog, her name's Trisha. If you hear Trisha like eating or sipping on some water, it's just her and I right now. So if you hear her moving around, just a disclaimer. If you hear like a little licking, it's from my dog Trisha. Anyways, stepping into high value woman energy, it's a choice you can make. I also decided to incorporate the slides a little bit differently because I don't like that I put so much effort in creating these presentations, and then as soon as I hit present on here, it just moves it to the side. I tried everything and it's just this is the best way. So stepping into high value energy. Again, just as a quick disclaimer, please listen with your ears and not your triggers. I said this once and I saw that there was a video made about me, how I am the creator of definitions. Y'all, can we like not be that way? So please, I ask before you listen to this, if you're in a place of unhappiness, hate, like really low vibrations, don't listen to this. Don't listen to me because you will get triggered, okay? You will get triggered. So please listen with your ears and not your triggers. Have an open mind, an open heart so that the wisdom can transmit into you. See, my dog is gonna start making me upset. She like started playing with her bone. Give me a second. We are here to have fun, to learn from each other, and let's get into it. As you can tell, I'm getting a little bit more comfortable coming on here. No one can do the work for you. So before I start diving into these high concept and defining high value, I want you to know that I cannot do the work for you. If you decide to do mentoring with me one-on-one, I am not going to all of a sudden bring this wand with me, like this one that we use for Monday flows. I can't just go like bippity boppity boo. That's not what I'm here to do. I can't just grab a wand and tell you, okay, you went from dusty to high value. No, you are the person that can decide your fate of what you want to do because it's a choice, right? Second slide. It is going to take time. So the reason why I've mastered being a high value woman and I see it as a lifestyle, I know that I have gained these qualities of knowing how to be in my feminine balance, be in my feminine energy, but also know when to be, assertive or to be stern and when not to, and how I have like great communication and effective communication skills. It didn't just come out of nowhere, okay? Please, through this journey, do not compare yourself to me or to anybody online. Promise me that. Please do not compare yourself with people online or with the type of life that you want. Use it to your benefit. Use them as stepping stones and as goals. I'm telling you, my journey started at a very young age. Please do not compare yourself to me. I'm not here to hinder you. I'm here to be your supporter. I want you to succeed because The more women that understand their worth, the more women that are comfortable being in their own skin, that are happy, the better marriages, the better families, the better everything. So please understand that this is going to take time. It is not easy. I make it look easy now. If that's what you think, like, oh, Karla just has it easy. No, no, no. It took me time to get at this point, and I'm enjoying and reaping the benefits of it. But if I'm being completely transparent with you, a lot of this I learned when I was in high school. A lot of this took me a time. Now I am 24. That means that I have, oh my gosh, how many years of experience? A lot of years of experience, doing this. So it comes out naturally for me. Please, please, please. The whole point of this is that it's going to take time. Be patient with yourself and enjoy every single step along the journey. I'm here. I'm here with you. Now, what is the real definition of high value? High value woman, high value man. I know that everybody gives their 2 cents on this. Everybody has different interpretations of what high value means, but today we're going to be diving into the real definition, and what better way to find out what the truth is other than going to the actual manufacturer. So let's turn to scripture. What does scripture say about being high value? What is high value in scripture's definition, right? Let's check it out. Proverbs 31 woman. That's what the real definition of high value means. Becoming, being, resting in the Proverbs 31 woman energy. And today we're going to dissect this this scripture. Whenever I started asking God, like, hey God, who am I supposed to be coaching? Who am I supposed to be mentoring? Who am I supposed to be working side by side? Who have you called your daughters to be? Who have you called us to be? What is in us? And how can we harness this energy? And he's like, I'm asking you to be high value. And the scripture that he gave me for high value was Proverbs 31. Let's read Proverbs 31. A wife of noble character, who can find? She's worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, no harm, all the days of her life. She selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. She's like a merchant ship, bringing her food from afar. She gets up while it is what? While it is still night, she she provides food for her family and portions for her female servants. She considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her tasks. She sees that her trading is profitable, and her lamp does not go out at night. In her hand, she holds the staff and grasps the spindle with her finger. She opens her arms to the poor and extends her hands to the needy. When it snows, she has no fear for her household, for all of them are clothed in scarlet. She makes coverings for her bed. She is clothed in fine linen and purple. Her husband is respected at the city gate, where he takes his seat among the elders of the land. She makes linen garment and sells them, and supplies the merchants with sashes. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children arise and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Honor her for all her hands have done, and let her work bring praise at the city gate. Proverbs 10 through 31. I know that was a mouthful, right? That was a lot. But let's dissect this. Let's talk about the deep wisdom. A wife of noble character, who can find? She is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. Ladies, I want to stop here. I know that I read a whole passage right now. It's a lot to soak up all at once, so this is why we're breaking it down. But understand that high value is so much more than just materialistic things, and far more than just appearances. See, I know that I'm not the prettiest woman. I know that I'm not the most attractive, most magnetic, the best of the best. I know that I'm not, okay? But you know what sets me apart? Oh my gosh, my little pick me moment. You know what sets me apart? It's the fact that I understand my worth doesn't come from my works. My worth does not come from me alone and my beauty and my physical appearance. It comes from the value, the purpose, and the mission that God has planted in my heart. It's my heart. When you focus on your character, when you focus on your heart, beauty naturally comes to you. And there's a verse in the Bible, I can't remember where, in Proverbs as well. It says that wisdom brings beauty to the bones or strength to the bones, something like that. And it's true because you have to remember when you have feelings of jealousy, anger, envy, comparison, like self-sabotage, all of that affects your body in one way or another. It affects your body in one way or another. And at least it does for me whenever I'm super stressed, whenever I'm super angry, or I'm holding on to a resentment because I had an argument with my husband, or I don't know, not necessarily with my husband, but like with my girlfriends or with life in general. And I hold it in and I harness it and it grows and grows and grows. There were times where I was extremely swollen. And I look through pictures, I look through old videos of mine whenever I knew that I was struggling with something. And I go back and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm swollen there. And it's because I was XYZ. I was feeling all of these things. So I need you to understand that it's the same concept when it comes to building up your character. The less you focus on your outer appearance, the less you focus on just trying to look a certain way and trying to act and put on this facade, the more beauty, the more abundance, the more peace and stability and all of these things flow to you because you start focusing on your heart. Happiness is the best medicine. Peace is the best stability. You have no idea how many people in the world have a lot of money, but have no internal peace. They absolutely hate themselves. So if you do not fall under that, you are blessed. If you understand what peace is, you are blessed. Anyways, so what does this mean? You are worth more than rubies. Ladies, whenever I say you are the prize, a woman brings a man so much value just by being a woman. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. This is scripture. This is literally biblical. You are worth more than rubies. And I have a question for you. How do you treat your fine jewelry? Do you take care of it? Do you go get it cleaned? Do you have like a little special place to place it in? A little box for you to put them there? Do you take off your rings when you wash dishes? Do you take off your jewelry whenever you're gonna go in the shower? What do you do? You take care of it, right? Shouldn't you treat yourself with the same amount of care and delicacy? Just a thought. The way that you treat your fine jewelry, like with that amount of care, delicacy, dedication, discipline, whatever, you should also be treating yourself that same way. Am I knocking? Do you feel me? Am I hitting something there for you? When you commit to being high value, you add value and full trust within your marriage. See, I am going to be completely honest with you and open up with all of you here. My husband and I currently are in a long distance relationship. He is pursuing his purpose, and right now for his training, like he has to be away for a couple of months. And it's already been like we're hitting the 3-month mark. We have full trust within each other because he knows that I'm a woman of high value. He understands that I don't have time to be in low frequency energies and low frequency arguments. Same thing, vice versa, by the way. But when it comes to this, the woman really carries a relationship. If you disagree with that, that's on you. But coming from someone who has coached women all over the world, I know what I'm telling you. Women carry the relationship, and that's how it's meant to be. So that you can allow your man to do what he needs to do to provide and protect and whatever. So understand this, when you elevate your own standards, you elevate your marriage, you elevate your relationships, you elevate everything around you. It's not just about the treatment that you receive from a man. And I'll dive deep into that with our examples in a little bit. So let's analyze another part of scripture. Deep wisdom. She gets up while it is still night. She provides food for her family and portions for her female servants. So I thought this was really interesting because a lot of the times these, very feminine coaches, feminine mentors, people who want to teach you how to tap into your femininity, they always say like, do less or blah, blah, blah. But here it's literally telling you, she gets up while it is still night. High value woman is discipline. And what did I write here? High value women are hearts of service type of gals. They have a heart to serve. They're not just resting in me, myself, and me. The moment that you rest in that energy, the moment that you rest in that, let me change the energy word because I feel like that's too new agey for some of us. The moment that you rest in that mindset, because it's a mindset, of just me, myself, and me. I don't think about my problems, my issues, me. You start to lose focus of your the people that really matter around you. And two, you start to self-sabotage. Notice we weren't created to just focus on ourselves so much. That's why there's so many mental health issues. That's why there's so much anxiety. That's why there's so much depression. That's why there's so much eating disorders. That's a big one because we internalize everything. Everything is about us, about me, myself, and me. That is so toxic. And here it shows that it's in our nature to be high value and to be women who have hearts of service, a heart to serve. How can I help you? How can I serve you? How can I be assistance to you? And notice the moment that you step out of just you start to attract different opportunities. And for example, when I was a lot younger, I've always been the type to have a heart of service. I've always loved taking care of people. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us here who are listening to this now, you most likely love helping people in some way, shape, or form. It makes you feel a part of. Because if you don't like helping people, you absolutely love feeling a part of. And the only way that you can feel a part of something is by offering some type of service. It could be an attentive ear. It could be some words of advice. It could be you hosting something. There's so many different ways that you can have a heart of service. It doesn't necessarily have to be like doing what I do, right? You could be at home and you could serve your brother, your sister, or your mother like their plate of food or cook for them. There are so many different ways that you can have a heart of service. So let's dive into another fragment. She considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. High value women are investors. See, whenever we started to tap into like femininity, all of these like you're a woman, you don't need to act like a man, blah, 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 like rest in your feminine energy. I love it. Okay, by the way, I love it. I love that we've accepted that we are not the same as men, that we have a different biology than them. I love that. I love that we're like, wait, I don't have to do it all. Just because I can doesn't mean that I have to, right? I love that for us. But even when you're married or even after you have a relationship, you need more than just needing someone to, having someone to provide for you. We have the capacity of also being investors. That discernment of saying, you know what, I want to invest in this business. I want to invest in this property. We're not just there to look pretty and to act a specific way all over the surface. No, educate yourself. Bring more wealth to your family. And again, it's not just financially speaking. There's other things that you can invest in to bring your family to wealth. Invest in a different book. invest in a different, coaching program, a certification program, whatever it is. It doesn't necessarily just have to be with like buying a property, buying a business, whatever it is, none of that, or buying stock. You could, if you're in that position to, but if you're someone who is just starting out and learning like about business, learning about real estate, learning about all of these things, I urge you to start investing in the little things. Go on that journey so that when you're able to purchase a home, a business, a stock, you can still be aligned with your feminine flow. I hope I'm making sense. When it snows, she has no fear for her household, for all of them are clothed in scarlet. High value women prepare. It is dangerous. It is dangerous to be absolutely codependent to your partner. I'm not saying that you need to work and stress yourself out with all of this. What I am saying is, if you are in the position of being provided for, use the money that your spouse gives you, use the money that your partner gives you, and invest it somewhere else and prepare. Go back to school. Go open up a business, like I said. Go find a group of women who have the things that you want and prepare. Not because there's going to be a divorce in your relationship, no. But something that my husband always tells me is, I am so thankful that I know if something were to happen to me, you are going to be well taken care of because you have your business, because you are educating yourself, because you're fully capable. He understands that. Just because we're taken care of financially doesn't mean that we have to just, that is not wise. A high value woman always seeks fulfillment in different areas other than her relationship. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instructions is on her tongue. High value women are visionaries. We can look out into the future. We're not scared of the future because we are investors. We are preparing. We have a heart of service. And that's what allows us to be visionaries. When you have enough built-in discernment to the point where you have wisdom, you can see like 5 to 10 years ahead, by the way. You don't need this witchcraft juju going on to help you with that. No. There's patterns within humanity. And when you do your research and things like that, you can kind of sense like where the world is going to be in the next 2 to 3 years, whatever. High value women are visionaries. Let that sink in. Her children arise and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. Her children arise and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. High value women are mothers and wives. See, something that is really sad to me is whenever we forget our number one calling. Oh, this is going to be so controversial, but I am extremely traditional. I'm pretty sure you already know. There's a lot of people who are not as traditional as me, but that's just not me. What brings me true fulfillment, and I seek the most always, and I've always wanted to be a wife. I think we all know this by now. I've always wanted to be a wife, not a fiance, not a girlfriend, not a long-term partner. I've always wanted to be a wife because I've always wanted a strong nuclear family. Like that has been my dream since I was a little girl. I love children. I'm not saying that this is your dream. This is just me. But also here in scripture, it says like, she's a mom, like she has children and they love her and they admire her. They praise her. And so does her husband. Her husband sees her as her own person because she carries herself like her own person. Right? And I won't go into parenting that much, but it saddens me when us as women don't know how to have boundaries within the relationship that we have with our kids. I'm not a mom yet, but I have been a nanny, and I'm excited to see how motherhood is going to be like for me. I'm probably going to be the mother who thinks that she's gonna be strict, but is not gonna be strict. How much you wanna get? How much you wanna bet? Like, place in your bets right now. I'm gonna like melt. My mom says that I have a corazón de pollo, which means like I have a chicken's heart. She's like, my heart melts for children. It's pretty bad. But we're mothers, we're wise mothers guiding our children to wisdom as well. And we're also wives. Never forget that. Like I said, if the moment that my husband says, I cannot have you creating content or posting our life and stuff like that online, that's the moment I stop. Because my primary job, my primary duty is to be a wife. And I'll go do something else. Because I was given this, because I've been preparing, right? I've been preparing, I've been investing, I've been doing all of these things for myself that I don't just have, I could drop this and do something else. I could drop this and do something else, but this is where my heart's at. This is where God is calling me to be. So I'm here. But the moment that my family needs me to step away, I love you all, but I'm gonna have to walk away. And I'm able to give myself that luxury because through this time that my husband has been providing for me, I've been preparing. I've been preparing financially. I've been preparing education-wise. I've been preparing everything. We're ready. I'm ready. We're visionaries, ladies. We prepare. We have a heart of service, right? And I'm also a wife. This is what it means to be a high-value woman. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. High-value women are pick-me's. LOL. Just kidding. But a lot of women will see you as that because they are threatened by you. Ladies, through my leveling up journey, the women who wanted to be like me but couldn't because they didn't have enough discipline, or I'm just like a mirror to them. The reason why a lot of people feel triggered by me and then they get more triggered whenever I tell them I'm 24 is because I figured out the formula a lot younger than them. And I know that maybe I have an audience who is, I know that I have an audience who's like, have a couple of you that are mid-40s, have a couple of you that are in their 50s. You don't fall into this group. That is not you. But the women who are very insecure, the women who have a lot of limiting beliefs and struggle with their own limiting beliefs are going to judge you and are going to want you to stay at their level because they are threatened by you. Because here's another thing, this goes back to being chosen. A lot of the women who are high value have the capacity to do a lot and make it look easy and effortless doing so. That's why a lot of people dislike me in my personal life as well as on my life on the internet. But in my personal life, I have always struggled to make girlfriends. Not anymore. A lot of the girls are growing up now. They're becoming women. So I'm finally able to make good friendships. And I'm so happy that I'm here where I get to make good friendships with women. But in the early stages, like in high school, I was struggling. And into college, I was struggling awfully. High-value women are not pick-me's, but the world will see you as pick-me's because your light is so bright. Once you learn how to master all of these things, you become so magnetic and irresistible. This is, by the way, this is true seduction right here. When you are fully fulfilled, you have your husband, you have your children, you know your worth, you know who you are, you carry the crown wherever you go. This is seductive. Okay, this is magnetic. It is inspiring. And women, I mean, not just women, but like people just want to be around you because you're so inspiring. But with that, people will also think like, oh, you're just such a pick-me because you think you're set apart. Yes, you are set apart. You don't just think that you're set apart. You are set apart. And I'm here to tell you to wear that crown and wear it proudly. Those people, we have no room for those people. We have no room for haters. We have no room for critics. We only have room for people who want to level up with us. Does this mean you should do it all? Does this mean you should be an investor? Does this mean you have to be a mom and a wife and all of these things and wear all these different hats? No. Like I mentioned previously, Everybody has a different definition of feminine balance. For example, I would go crazy if all I did was stay at home and cook for my husband. I would go absolutely crazy if I did that. Are you kidding? I would go crazy. But some women, oh my goodness, my sister, this is my sister, and my mom loves being at home, cleaning, cooking, going to go get groceries, making sure everybody's taken care of in the household, going to her cycling, Pilates, the gym. She loves that lifestyle. She's a kept wife. She loves it. She has nothing to worry about other than just making sure that the home is kept. And by the way, it's a lot of work, but there's women like me that I would go crazy. I would go absolutely insane. I would go absolutely insane. I'm sick for 2 days, and that sets me up for the next 2 months to be like on the go, 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 go. Because that's me in my zone. I can go to school, I can come home, I can clean, I can cook, I can do all the things, but I'm not burnt out. I can do it all. I'm that woman who can stay up all night working, quote unquote, working, because I don't find it to be work, and wake up the next morning at 5:30 in the morning. Let's go. I have that energy. That's what makes me happy. And it's not because I'm in my survival mode. It's because I'm in my abundance center. The more reading I do, the more research I do, the more like I'm involved in my community, that brings me an insane amount of happiness and fulfillment. But very few can do it. And it's not for everybody. I love it. This is me like respecting my feminine balance. Of course, I take one day off. I take one day where I'm just in pajamas all day, once a week. I do absolutely nothing that day. Once a week, I eat awfully, like bad. I stuff myself with all the things that I want to eat. And I'm in pajamas all day. I don't do my makeup. One day, I do absolutely nothing because I realize that those are the days that I get the best ideas. Those are the days that I get re-energized. Those are the days that I get to appreciate life. I have once a week, I do absolutely nothing so that I can continue doing everything the other days. I can give myself that luxury because I like to be in that mindset and that state of mind and that flow state, because that's me being feminine. That's me loving what I do, loving life. I always say, sun's up, I'm up. If the sun's shining bright, I'm out and about. That's me. That doesn't necessarily have to be you. We all have different feminine balances and different flows. But you can also encompass all of those in your own way. You don't have to be like me, who's always doing all of these things. There's people like my mom who are thriving in keeping up with the home, having self-care, focusing on like her health and things like that. And there's people like me who are like in the opposite spectrum, where I'm like, if I'm gonna go to the gym, like I go to the gym and stuff, but it's just I have timelines for everything. We're all different. You can do it all, but like I said in the beginning, you don't have to. High value is a lifestyle. Like I said earlier, being a high value woman is a lifestyle. Let these instructions into your heart. Commit. A commitment you make to yourself. Obedience over feelings. See, when I say obedience over feelings, I'm referring to this. God has called us to be these powerful, feminine, delicate, magnetic women. Queens, if you will. He has called us to be this, right? That's being obedient to him. Even in the moments where you don't want to keep up with your discipline or you don't want to be true to the commitment that you made, choose obedience then. Out of respect of your creator, out of respect of your descendants, out of respect to your future husband, out of respect to your husband. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for them. That's what helps me. I'm not going to lie. I don't do a lot of the things that I do for myself. I do them for you, my Eli ladies. I do them for you, but I also do it for like the people that are about to come, my children. I can't wait to get pregnant. But anyway, if you can't do it for yourself, do it because you need to be obedient. And we know that obedience always brings blessings. We're going to use an example other than me because I'm sick and tired talking about me all the time. It's annoying. We're going to use the example of Cinderella in 2015. Or Cinderella 2015. It's a Disney movie. It's my favorite movie. It's my favorite princess. This is like the only version of Cinderella that I will ever accept. One of my favorite live action movies that Disney has replicated. And guess what? They took it off of Disney Plus. I don't know why. I've been wanting to watch it since I started making this presentation, but they took it off, and I'm pretty sure it's because it represents values, morals, and all that good jazz. But anyway, Cinderella 2015, it's a perfect character who embodies high value. Let's dig in why. High value myths. You need to be girly. You need to be rich. You need to be innocent and pure. Absolutely not. Being high value has nothing to do with any of these things. It doesn't correlate to this. Again, if you hear like a lot of like podcast bros say this, it's because they're trying to get an audience, and it sucks because they're separating the men and women, and that's going to be a different lecture for a different day. But if you started noticing that it's very much becoming like women hating men and men hating women, it's because the podcast bros are saying a lot of gibberish that they shouldn't. But you don't have to be pure or innocent to be a high value woman. You also don't have to be girly. You also don't have to be rich. Okay. That's why I like the story of Cinderella. If you notice, she could have been wearing whatever it was, but she still glows. She still shined. And the prince, who ended up being a king, ended up choosing her because he saw the light that she had. Just remember that, okay? And it happens in real life too. High value facts. Everybody has a potential of being high value. Everyone has a potential of being high value. Potential is a scary word because a lot of people do crazy things for potential. But everyone has the potential. It's a choice that you have to make in order to be high value. It's character above appearance, and you can make mistakes. We are human, okay? We are bound to mess up in one way or another. It's okay to mess up. But what makes you high value is doing this. Shake it off, get back up. That is strength, that is dignity, that is purpose. And that is also how we were wired. Benefits of being high value. See, this is the thing though. So you've heard me say high value women don't struggle with love life and stuff. They really don't. We really don't. It comes natural to us. But benefits of being high value, you get princess treatment, you're set apart, and you're marriage material. Because you have all of these qualities already, because you're wise, because you have dignity, because you have discernment, you have discipline, focus, intention, like longevity, all those amazing things. You naturally learn how to receive princess treatment because people admire you and are inspired by you, specifically men, and they want to give you the entire world. Because they see that you are a woman of character. So they fall at your feet. I made a video a long time ago where I said I can make any man fall in love with me. This is the secret sauce. This is a secret. And I kid you not, I really can. Me, my mom, my family, my entire family, like we just have it. And it's because of this. We were all raised to be in this way. So I don't know if you guys knew that, but yeah, I made that video, and there was even like an article written about me when I said that. I didn't know it was going to be that impactful. I would have just kept it to myself, but it always happens to us. Like always. Whenever we worked with like male coworkers or whatever, like all of them in the office would end up falling to my feet. So bad. I have so many stories with that. Scary, very, very scary. And they would profess their love and confess their love for me. And I was like, what? I was just being myself. What are you? No. Crazy. It's crazy. So whenever women really come up to me and they're like, it's because I don't have options, or it's because blah, blah, blah. I'm like, girl, What? What do you mean? What do you mean? This is a secret sauce. This is a secret formula. Become a woman of character. Watch how easy and watch how fast men will fall at your feet. The good ones, not the toxic ones. Toxic ones do come sometimes, but you'll have enough discernment to gauge which one is which. You're set apart, you're magnetic, but you're also marriage material. A man who is looking to marry and invest in a one woman, right? He wants top tier because he himself is going to be top tier as well. For example, one of the reasons why I didn't want my husband to be like super innocent and super pure and super like into the church and super like, ugh, all that. Even though I was, I was all those things, was because I wanted him to recognize my worth. Let the other girls who don't understand their worth mess up for you, so that when your man is ready to commit to you, it's going to be super easy, very fast, and it's just going to come naturally. I always said this. He might sleep with you, but he's going to get marrying me. He might have sex with you, but the house, the kids, everything, the car, it's going to be mine. It sounds awful when I say it like that, but it's the truth. That's how I need you to think. Whenever you don't have enough discipline, I need you to put yourself in that mindset. What do you want? I'm getting into a little tangent here, but being high value makes you marriage material automatically because you have the traits of not just a wife, but you have the traits of a mother and the heart of the home, because the woman is the heart of the home. Anyways, benefits with love. You attract the correct prospects. Literally, I was just telling you that. You become magnetic. You don't have to conceal your heart. Oh my gosh, I love this scene from the movie. She walks in, she's obviously like shining and she's like beautiful, and the king, the prince at the time, sees her and he's like, oh my gosh, her. But it wasn't just because of the dress or because she looked amazing. Everybody looked amazing. This is what I'm saying, like, there's always going to be someone smarter than you. There's always going to be someone prettier than you. There's always going to be someone better than you in every single area, but they're not going to have your authenticity. Same here with Cinderella. There were so many beautiful women at the ball, but what made Cinderella or Ella stand out so much was her heart, was like the goodness that she had, because when you truly start to invest in your heart, when you start to invest in your character, beauty comes out because you have peace. You have joy, and you preserve your heart because you understand that through from your heart, everything flows through it. So you get prettier, you gain beauty. And you don't have to put on this facade to be something that you're not. Benefits in marriage. I loved her wedding dress. It's so pretty. It's just like my favorite movie. You bring your family to wealth. There's no room for low frequency arguments. Peace rests in your home. Ladies, we need to start believing in ourselves and in our capacity to lead our family to wealth. When you have wisdom, you start making the correct decisions in your relationship. I can't speak about a lot of the subjects that I want to speak on now because I'm going through the motions of them. But just trust me when I say this. Wisdom leads you to wealth. A woman with wisdom brings her wealth because she knows how to strategize. She knows how to position herself in the correct places, in the correct rooms to bring her family to wealth. Not just with money, but with creating community and creating systems around her to bring peace in her life. Because there's benefits in, excuse me, because you are radiating and so magnetic at a different frequency, you have no time for low frequency arguments. You don't have time for jealousy. You don't have time for competition. You don't have time for abuse. It's like you avoid so many different issues when you're a woman of high value. Peace rests in your home. You know how powerful that is? That is such a power move. How many times have you walked into a house or into a room and you're like, oh my gosh, something is off? It happens. It happens. especially if you're a spiritual girly like me, you know it happens and you can sense it. If you're sensitive like me, I'm super sensitive to like people, people in general. And something that people keep telling me whenever they come to my house, it's like, Karla, there's so much peace here. Like I forget that there's like an outside world. And same thing with my husband. My husband always tells me, like, there's just it's our home. It's peace. It's just wherever you are, there's like peace is there. It feels like home. Because truly having peace is not a given, right? You want that for your home. You want there to be peace. So we were called to rule empires. Ladies, being a high value woman also means like stepping into the shoes of a queen. And the moment that the prince married Ella, he became king and she became queen. See, your man takes your princess crown and gives you the crown of a queen. He'll still treat you like a princess, right? You have to be soft. Not have to be, but you can be soft, you can let your guard down, and that's when he treats you like a princess. But to the world, you're a queen. You were meant to rule empires. And again, empires isn't like having multiple businesses, isn't any of that. It could literally just be you being the heart of the home. You define empire for yourself. You define your own success. For me, empires is going to look completely different than most of us, right? Because we're different. We want different things. We don't want the same thing. And if we do want the same things, I'm here to tell you that you're valid for them. Adjust all of these principles to your life because they're applicable everywhere. And it doesn't necessarily have to be aligned with what I believe in or with what I do. It can be totally radical, you know? Adjust it to you. But we were called to rule empires. We were called to raise families, to change the education system. Because right now that's like an area where I'm like, I need to talk about this. But anyway. Ladies, oh, my light turned off. No. Blooper. You guys are gonna see this because I'm not gonna edit it. If you're not watching, if you're listening to this, my light just turned off from one side. Let me fix it. Ladies, it's time to rise. Whenever I was given like this, I guess, epiphany of the women that I was going to be leading, I just saw all of you kind of like hiding, anticipating, waiting to hear your leader say, let's go, let's rise. It's time to rise. This is where this comes from. We rise from the ashes. We rise above. We fall, but we rise back up. Ladies, it's time to rise. And I'm going to go ahead and end this Wednesday wisdom with saying this. If you need someone to believe in you, I believe in you. I'm the one who believes in you. Okay? I'm here for you. I'm here to serve you. And I'm here to remind you of your calling, of your worth, and really help you tune everybody else out. Where you say it's impossible, God says it's possible. You just saw that right now. Our calling is to serve. Trust me, if it doesn't sound appealing to you, it is what it is. You can serve in different ways. You can serve like at a much smaller scale because not everybody has a calling to serve at a bigger scale. We're all different, right? We're all wired differently. But I urge you to stop focusing on just like me, myself, and me mindset and start focusing on how you can position yourself to help other people and watch how much fulfilled you will be. I also want to say this. I am going to be hosting a free event February 29th. I'm still debating. I don't know if I'm going to make it free or if I'm going to make it $5. We'll see. It's because it's going to be a limited spaces. But if you're located in SoCal, if you're in San Diego or somewhere by San Diego, I am going to be hosting a small overview / opening of the mastermind that I'm about to launch coming in March. If you are interested and if you want to meet with me, speak to me, and are interested in the mastermind, I recommend for you to sign up, fill out the questionnaire. It is going to be located in downtown San Diego, the location. I'm partnering up with a small business owner who she also has her coffee shop. For the details, go ahead and click on the link in the description below. But I'm going to be hosting it on February 29th. I'll give you the details and everything in the questionnaire or in the application that you will most likely have to fill out, just because spaces are limited. But I want to meet some of you who are running business, running your economies, who need help creating systems in their business already, to find that feminine balance. Like I always say, we were meant to create economies. We were meant to rule our empires. We were meant to be in happy romantic relationships. We were meant to live a life of ease. So if you need and are interested in the mastermind that we will be meeting once a week, it's really just a support system for women entrepreneurs. But I am going to be talking about relationships, because relationships has a lot to do with how you run your business. I hope I'm speaking to the right women. I'm really excited to be working with a lot of you. But again, February 29th is going to be an opening night for the mastermind to get more details on the mastermind and see if that is something that is fitting for you. And I am going to have an exclusive offer there. Whole point is, I'm just super excited to work with all of you. I get excited just thinking about me meeting some of you. But again, I'm going to end it with saying this. You were called to do something higher. If it was to raise a family, it was to raise a family. If it was to get married to a wealthy man, it was meant to get married to a wealthy man, and you'll help him through his journey of being wealthy. If it was to run your own business, and it was that. We all are going through different journeys, and I'm here to tell you that you can implement being a high value woman and through all of those journeys. There's not one formula for being a high value woman. We all add our own flavor, our own taste, our own spin to it. That's what keeps us and lets us stay authentic to ourselves and to our heart. Don't lose yourself trying to be something that you're not. I'm not trying to show you that. What I'm trying to show you is it's already in you. Let's just direct the energy, direct it somewhere. But with that being said, thank you so much for staying until the very end. I know that these lectures can be a little lengthy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're liking the show, go ahead and like and subscribe. I would really much appreciate that. If you're listening via Spotify, hi, hello, welcome. I know that I was gone for a really long time, but I am back and we're just getting started. All right, ladies, have an amazing week. I'll be seeing you for the Monday Flow.